Friendships are rare and precious, but even they may end because one or both of you have moved on to your next chapter in life. Think of the apostles. They were attracted to Jesus and they stayed with him even up to the day of his execution. After the resurrection, they got him back, but he was changed. He was the risen Christ, no longer merely Jesus of Nazareth. Now, on this day of Ascension, they watched him taken up to the Father. I'm sure some of them, if not all of them, wanted to hang on to keep him with them. And I can see them conspiring together as he began to rise and say, "Let's go grab him by the ankles." Oh, maybe they did that or thought it anyway. But they would not to be undone because Jesus was, by the Father, inspired to return to heaven and to take his place. But not before he promised them a great gift, and that is the gift of the Holy Spirit. Now, I'm not going to preach about that because that happens a week from now on the day of Pentecost. It's a gift that we celebrate joyfully a week from today. Yes, the gift of the Holy Spirit. When I think about the Ascension and what it means to me, it gives me lessons for living. And so I preach to myself, and hopefully you can recognize and join in. The first is, do not despair when a friendship or a close family relationship has become distant. The sad distant may not be about you at all. And that's sometimes the hardest thing to learn, is that everything's not about us. Your friends or family member maybe have moved on with life, and in the process may be so busy or committed to that new life that they just might not be thinking about you as much as they once did. I believe that it's also true that in a estranged relationship, we all have them, is something that can be healed with effort on your part. For friendship works both ways. The second lesson I get is that I should not cling too closely to those that I love. Hold tightly, yes, but with open arms and hands. Someone once said, if you love someone, you care about what is right for them. Being right for them just might require some distance from you. The third is to look to God. Our custom is to look up toward heaven. That's why we have steeples and crosses atop our churches. Now, at cosmology of the ancient days, heaven was up, earth was here, hell was below. But heaven might well be right among us rather than up in the sky. But looking up rather than down may give us a lift, as Jesus was lifted high above his apostles on Ascension Day. There was an astronomy show on public TV some years ago whose leader, it was a weekly show, whose leader ended each show with saying, "Keep looking up." I can't remember the name of the show or the name of the leader. Maybe you do. You can tell me what it is at coffee. But you remember and you heard that phrase, and it may be one that stays in your mind as well. Keep looking up. God in Jesus has ascended into heaven and has promised us a gift when he returns yet again, the gift of the Holy Spirit. Pray for that gift this week and always. She, the Holy Spirit, will reward you immensely.